Someone's in a good mood. Go. There we go. Now we're live.
Looking at the title, cleaning the ocean. Yeah, we're just gonna scrub it all.
Spongebob.
That's right, everyone. You're looking at that right.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh.
Who's cleaning a pineapple under the sea? Yeah, that's right. I know. The original plan from last time was to clean up that plane from the last dinosaur reference, but this just dropped, so I figured, why the heck not?
I wonder if we'll clean jellyfish fields.
Huh? Who knows? Just give me a second to do that. There we go. Alrighty. And of course, and before of course we continue, I'd like to welcome a happy Independence Day / 4th of July to all my American friends and viewers. You guys are awesome.
Yep.
America! Yeah!
We don't swear on the stream in the first few minutes, yeah!
Anyways, let's begin the SpongeBob SquarePants special.
Oh boy, because what's more patriotic than Spongebob Squarey Pants?
And I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna basically have a time cleaning out that bikini bottom. Man, there's gonna be so much SpongeBob material that we're gonna be able to cover in this video.
Yep.
It's great, because, let's face it, how often do you get a platform to basically just rant about SpongeBob?
Yep. And also, according to the Twitter for PowerWash Simulator, one of the future crossovers, DLCs that they're already planning, which will make Gad happy, is Warhammer 4K. I wish I was joking. But anyways, let's begin. First, we're cleaning up Cunt Street.
Oh boy.
I thought it was Shell Street.
Yeah. It's from SpongeBob himself! It is a power washer. Boy, are we glad you're here. We all woke up this morning to find our house is completely covered in dirt and none of us can figure out how. Absolutely nothing happened last night, except for the surprise birthday party for my pet snail Gary. It was amazing. Everyone showed up, and even the two worms from rock bottom. And the sea monkeys and Dennis. We probably made most of the mess by anyone ever, but we definitely cleaned up afterwards, or did I fall asleep and dream that bit? Anyway, our neighbor Squidward blames us. He says his house isn't clean by the time he gets home from making comedy history at the gala. Then he'll do something that we'll all regret. If you clean all three, maybe we can give you all the Krabby Patties you can eat. I'm sure Mr. Krab won't mind. Maybe.
The comedy history at the gala? I'm pretty sure that's SpongeBob throwing shade at Squidward, because I'm pretty sure the gala is where Squidward goes to do his clarinet recitals, and he's saying that that's making comedy history.
And we got ourselves a new type of power washer called the Deep Cleaner 4000. Nice.
What we really need is a hydrodynamic deep cleaner with port and starboard attachments and a turbo drive.
In all honesty, I used to watch a bit of the earlier seasons of SpongeBob as a kid, but then afterwards, my attention divided to other things.
Yeah, I find it so weird, because I remember being a kid back in 1999, I mostly watched Nickelodeon just for the Rugrats, because, I don't know, Rugrats was the best show that they had at the time. Then they start doing advertisements for SpongeBob, and I'm thinking, there's no way this will catch on.
Oh man, I remember the Rugrats. That was one of my jams back as a kid. Oh my gosh, everything is made out of kelp and bamboo.
Hey,
No, that's driftwood.
If we're underwater, how are we breathing?
No idea, but anyways. Let's turn on the co-op.
I'm pretty sure that, like, maybe it was halfway through season 1 before I finally gave the show a chance. It's like, hey, wait a minute. This is actually kind of funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. There we go. Boop. Also, if you guys are hearing a lot of, like, air blowing my way, I got both my fans going.
That's because it's July.
Yep. There we go.
Don't you lie to me. It's snowing.
It's out. It's covered in algae and mud and sand and...
Oh, I gotta get the actual Spongebob thing before I'm allowed in.
Is that the bubble stand? Wait, you gotta purchase the DLC?
Yeah, it's only like about $10.
Alrighty. Well, it's only about 9 mine time, so...
Well, it's still close to $10. Looks like Gary had a lot of fun crawling all over this thing.
Meow.
Oh, Yep, he totally did.
No.
Oh, I think I found the window where he got out on. And yes, there's the bubble stand. There you are. Oh, oh my God!
What?
Well, that answers up why we can breathe underwater.
That's scary. That's sus. That's very sus.
They turned us into fish.
I was turned into a fish as well.
What is this, the Incredible Mr. Limpet?
Oh my gosh. Hey, can we put on our costumes on here? Hang on. Let's see.
You know, Patrick is
You
right.
look so derpy
These are
as
some
well.
ugly looking fish.
I know! Well, anyways, let's get to cleaning.
Alright, let's start off small. Let's start off with the bubble stand.
I think the dirt came here because it wanted to.
Alright, so while you're cleaning the bubble stand, just remember the technique. First, go like this.
If I was a dirt and I wanted to live here, I want all my friends to live here with me.
Yep, that's Patrick for you.
Oh. Oh.
And we all know how Patrick is about cleaning and personal hygiene. I happen to like my various smells and germs. 25 cents back in 1999. I wonder how much that would be now with inflation.
Oh God.
Maybe like $1.25.
They should keep an eye out for any sort of funny patterns, because while cleaning Patrick's house, I noticed he had a little pattern of himself in the filth.
Is Patrick doing his satanic rituals again? I keep telling him that selling your soul is not worth the free ice cream.
Is the only version... Let's see. Isn't it like the Flying Dutchman that's like kind of the devil of this world?
He has been known to barter in souls. He basically accepted Krabs' soul for the ability to speak to money. But then he basically found out that Krabs basically has already got other various deals that, and a whole bunch of other eldritch creatures all have a claim on him. Even Spongebob. He was a few bucks short on payday.
And the only pattern
I like to imagine that was the very first one he made.
Yeah, the only patterns I see on here is all of Gary's slime trails.
Is that the reef blower?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Playing with a reef blower? That's the most childish thing I've ever heard of. But it's fun. How could you possibly have fun with one of those oversized hair dryers? Like this!
Okay, reef blower's clean.
I was wondering if we would see it. In fact, I was wondering if the power washer would be placed in the reef Well, might as well help him out.
Can you
want to give it a shot?
Sure. Okay, how do I close this thing?
Oh!
Yeah, get out of it.
That's no fun.
The fun is being on top.
Oh! Okay! Let it rip! Whoa!
See? Told you.
Oh, that was fun. They thought of everything.
For a moment there, I thought that that Patrick was actually there. It wasn't just an imprint of him. Like, he's just covered in it.
I love how there's one even, like, outside the place, too.
Well, we can definitely honestly say that they had fun.
Yep.
There we go.
I love how even the gun is different, by the way. You guys didn't notice?
Yeah, I noticed.
I was thinking that, like, the gun itself was actually going to be textured to be like the reef blower.
Aha. Got it. Woo! Got the garage door. I wonder. Ah, it's all one little panel at a time. Beautiful.
Oh my.
That must have been some party they threw for Gary.
Wonder if... Is that a jellyfish?
It is! Just floating on by, minding its own business.
Ooh.
Where?
Look up
in the sky.
Oh, I see it now.
Listen. Hey, us, listen. a giggly mess, but by the time we're done with this...
Oh boy. And I'm not even done with Patrick's house yet.
Yeah, they really went all out. They made a lot of the 2D bits all 3D.
Yep.
As I would imagine.
Of course, I find the entire concept very funny, laughably ridiculous, especially when you could consider that SpongeBob could probably do this entire job in just a few minutes for absolutely free.
Yep.
And Turbo Flex. Woo!
Woo!
Uh. Okay, nothing happens with the jellyfish if I spray them.
Oh. What were you expecting? Do you think were you expecting it to whistle and suddenly a swarm of jellyfish would descend on you?
Maybe. Okay, so we can't change our clothes. We're just stuck with the fish looks.
Well, of course, you gotta basically be on model.
That's boring!
Hey, it's how the animators want it.
There was always one episode that was like on my mind every time I think of SpongeBob for some dumb reason.
And what episode is that?
The butterfly one.
Wormy.
Yeah, clearly Sally did not teach them about butterflies.
Yeah, especially considering that her name is Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy, that's what it was. You know it's been a while. If I was dirt, I would want to live here too, Patrick. Oop. And I want to live right down the way. Aww. You gotta admit, though, the friendship between Patrick and SpongeBob is adorable.
You know, I basically actually kind of like had a conversation on YouTube about that the other day, that basically, like, when you get down to it, like, Patrick and SpongeBob's relationship, wait.
I want a dirty little Squidward to live right next door. So basically how they're living now here on Conch Street. Anyways,
I was basically, when you get down to it, the nature of their relationship is that Patrick is basically an underachieving stoner, and SpongeBob is actually kind of a high functioning coke fiend. Because I mean, technically, like, it really does kind of feel like it. Patrick is always low energy, sleeping. He actually seems kind of chill, except for when you really kind of set him off. You really have to try to set him off, really. And SpongeBob's always got this he's always got a whole lot of energy. He's always up, kind of peppy, so that's basically like how the conversation was going. The idea that these are just two guys that are just strung out on drugs.
Must be some strong drugs.
Maybe that's secretly why Squidward is annoyed by them. He's basically can't stand their degeneracy.
Oh, here I go. Whee! Oop.
What would that make Sandy?
Sandy, she's addicted to steroids.
You know, given how she is some episode, makes sense.
Exactly.
There we go. Got the chimney down.
Like, I'm pretty
And
sure,
Mr.
like, the only character that we know that isn't messed up on drugs for sure is Mr. Krabs. That's because he's just too cheap.
He's too cheap for the drugs.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
I mean, that's basically how you can avoid being an alcoholic. If you can't, you just can't afford it.
I'm sorry, it's just I find it amusing that every panel of the house is its own little thing.
Man, right now I'm just thinking about how much I could go for some pineapple right now.
Oh yeah.
Just take SpongeBob's house, slice it in half, I would so eat it.
What? Wait, wasn't there one episode where there were these little worm things that actually drank all the juice out of his house and made it shrink into a seed?
Nematodes.
There's the ones. That's the one.
Home Sweet Pineapple. I just love how that episode begins. Like, basically, as the house is shrinking around them, SpongeBob tries to call Squidward for help. Squidward answers the phone like, "Is it already time to ruin my day?" And then, like, when the phone call ends and SpongeBob's house is gone, Patrick wakes up, he's like, "Is it time to ruin Squidward's day?" SpongeBob, don't start without me! It almost makes it seem like they are fully aware of how Squidward views them. And they comply maliciously.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I think that one of the subtlest jokes about that episode is the fact that Squidward and Patrick arrive on the scene to see that SpongeBob's house is gone. SpongeBob is, of course, upset about it, and Squidward is basically like giving fake condolences and basically implying that SpongeBob is going to have to move. And then suddenly, Patrick reacts to the fact that SpongeBob's house is there. "Hey, SpongeBob, your house is gone." Like, after a full minute of them talking about this, he suddenly realizes that the house is gone.
Yep. But then they realize in the end the seed brought back the house.
Which, honestly, I just don't get. Like, I get that it's a seed and everything, but, like, SpongeBob buries it, and he cries. His tear is what gives it enough water to make it suddenly sprout into a new pineapple, but the thing about it is that tears are basically filled with saline. They're pretty much salt water. Like, I'm pretty sure that that's not gonna... Like, the idea that a pineapple can even grow underwater to begin with is nonsense, but that's the salt in that. It's definitely gonna kill the thing.
It's cartoon logic. Most of the time it's hard to question. It's, like, not really worth questioning it.
Yep.
Some cartoons, in terms of power scaling, due to the amount of stuff they go through, would be on the level of gods if you really stop to think about it.
Oh, I already know all about that. I mean,
Like
you know
Popeye
the
the
stuff
Sailor
that
Man.
Bunny gets away with?
There we go. Oh my gosh, even the front pathway's all dirty.
Yeah, it took you this long to notice?
Well, just blend it in with... Expect a lot of dings. It just blended in with like... Oh. Patrick's talking. I imagine how many friends you'd had if you were dirt.
Surprised that Squidward hasn't chimed in yet, claiming that
SpongeBob
they
would
are
still
dirt.
be my best friend if he was a dirt. Aww. There we go.
Am I the only one who thinks that there should be a bag of peanuts just sitting up against SpongeBob's front door?
Maybe. Why the peanuts, though?
It's from the episode The Smoking Peanut. It's the one where SpongeBob and Patrick go to the Bikini Bottom Zoo in order to see the giant clam, Clamu. Unfortunately, she's asleep at the time, so SpongeBob throws a peanut at her to wake her up, and apparently that upsets the clam so much that she starts crying throughout the rest of the episode. So Patrick goes on an investigation to find out who did it, because he didn't see SpongeBob do it, and apparently following all the clues leads him directly to SpongeBob's house, where he finds an abandoned bag of peanuts on SpongeBob's front door, and he still can't figure it out. I'm so close to solving this crime, I can almost taste it.
Didn't he then lick SpongeBob?
The camera is so zoomed in, it makes you think he's licking SpongeBob, then it pulls out to reveal he's actually got a yellow popsicle that looks just like SpongeBob. This yellow popsicle hits the spot. I just don't get it. I made my house a mess, which is making it clean, so the power washer then cleaned my yard, but they're actually messing it up, because the opposite of clean is filth, which means filth is clean, which means that the power washer is actually making my house a wreck, but I normally wreck my own my own yard, meaning that the power washer is being the opposite of the power washer, which means he's SpongeBob. SpongeBob
Is that what's actually said?
Well, not the power washer bit, but replace power washer with Squidward, and that's from an actual episode. I must be the opposite of SpongeBob by being Squidward.
Hey, I want to be opposite too.
Yeah.
I'm Squidward, I'm Squidward, 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 Squidward.
Wait, it's not enough to look like Squidward. You have to act like him too. Boy, oh boy, do I love playing the clarinet. I practice and practice all day long, but I never get any better. Okay, you try, Patrick.
Okay. I'm Squidward, I'm Squidward, 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 Squidward.
I'm Squidward, I'm Squidward, I'm Squidward, Squidward, Squidward. That's from the Opposite Day episode.
I love the little dig at
his clarinet playing.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta admit that at some level, I think that we all have to acknowledge that Squidward even being capable of playing the clarinet in and of itself is an impressive feat, considering that he doesn't have any fingers. Also, there's one thing about SpongeBob that has only ever been confirmed in, like, recent years or so, and ever since its confirmation, it is something that has always bugged me. I wonder if it bugs you guys as well.
What?
What do you guys think that Squidward is?
He's a sponge.
No, Squidward.
Oh, Squidward. Oh, okay.
I
say he's like,
real fast.
Yeah, I always thought of him as like an octopus.
Well, and what about you, Hayos?
Octopus.
So is it just me? Am I the only one who thought that all this time that Squidward actually was a squid?
I blame Natural Geographic.
I mean, octopus are supposed to have 8 tentacles. Squidward is literally stated on multiple occasions that he only has 6. And the episode where he moves off of Conch Street and moves to a gated community of his own people, it's literally called Squidsville. So
That's weird.
I feel like all this time they really were basically kind of like dropping hints that he was a squid, but then all of a sudden they start saying he's an octopus.
Hey, don't blame him. He's crippled.
Firmly grasp it!
Ah, damn it, was that one where Squidward being treated like a baby?
Oh my god, let's not go into that one.
Here comes the train.
Oh, it's all coming back to me. You know, we did clean up last night. Okay.
But
Gary and I got our second win and tackled the stubborn stains, and Patrick sleep cleaned the rest of the rest with the reef blower. Go team! Well, that explains the reef blower on the back of the house.
sleep cleaned.
Well, now we got that little mystery solved.
No, we haven't. Because, like, where did all this filth come from?
Remember.
Gary.
Whee! Boop!
I just find it funny how in every other thing we're still technically ourselves, but here we just change to a normal fish person.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think that I would have found it much more amusing if you guys were in old-timey diving suits, you know, with a whole diving bell helmet and whatnot, kind of looking like the French narrator or the Cyclops. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but the noise when you're moving the scaffolding and put it down just really makes me giggle.
You're welcome.
Crab pizza is the pizza for you and me.
Oh my god, I remember that one. It wasn't like the place was just like across the street from the Krusty Krab the whole time.
Yep, literally just around the corner. If Squidward hadn't tried to make SpongeBob drive, they would have literally been there in minutes, and Squidward could have gotten himself home. Of course,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, the entire problem with the end of the episode was entirely Mr. Krabs' fault.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the one who took the phone and took the guy's order for a pizza and was immediately money blinded the moment that this guy ordered it.
Yep. Not
Never
realizing
friggin'
the
mentioned a
dude. Yeah, not realizing the dude called the wrong number the whole time.
No, the main problem was that he ordered the pizza, but Krabs didn't hear him ordering the drink.
Oh yeah, that stupid little bit.
My drink? My Diet Dr. Kelp? How am I supposed to eat this pizza without my drink? I admit that episode has Squidward doing something genuinely nice for SpongeBob.
Oh yeah.
I told your buddy I ain't paying for that. Well, this one's on the house. Man, they're lucky that the law enforcement in Bikini Bottom is just so lax, because Squidward could easily get sued for assault on that.
Mm-hmm.
But let's face it, that guy had it coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because even though my orders may sometimes not come as I wanted, I'll still pay for it if I got at least part of what I wanted.
Exactly. I mean, seriously, you could easily get soda somewhere else, and you weren't even expected to pay for it. So just take the pizza, pay for the pizza, and get your soda elsewhere.
Yep.
It's a rock. A rock. A big, beautiful old rock.
Alrighty.
Patrick, you made my house sparkly clean. We haven't improved Squidward's day yet. Let's do his house. Pineapple panels. Missing one. Leaves?
Yep.
Porthole frames.
Aha. Okay, I'm gonna need... Okay, this is not gonna work out.
This working out thing isn't working out. Ow. 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 You know what would really be great? If you guys were basically like cleaning around somewhere, like on the ground, just moved away some dirt, and suddenly you see Doodle Bob drawn on the ground.
Oh my god.
And then we clean it.
Hi.
Farewell, Bob.
Oh, darn.
Alright, Doodle. I brought you into this world, and now I'm gonna take you out. Any last words? Hee-haw. I'm sorry, didn't get that. Hee-haw. Hold still, Doodle. This is for your own good. Take that, and this, and this, and that, and that. I am Spongebob, destroyer of evil!
Take it easy, it's just a drawing.
I honestly think that episode has some of the best gags of the entire series, especially when they try to sneak into Doodle Bob's poorly drawn pineapple. He draws a pit out in front of the house and they fall into it. Come on, Patrick, give me a boost up.
Can't we just stay down here where it's safe?
No way. I created this monster, and now I have to stop him. Doodle Bob drops a wrench on Patrick's head. Bonk! You see what I mean, Patrick?
Where's the leak, ma'am?
But then, the absolute best one of Patrick's most famous moments, one of the funniest things that ever happened, happens next. They peek out over the edge of the pit. Doodle Bob draws himself a bowling ball and rolls it towards them. Patrick's head turns into a bowling pin. And when the bowling ball hits him, it suddenly breaks into 9 different bowling pins, implying that Doodle Bob got a strike. And then the ball falls into the pit and hits Patrick again, giving Doodle Bob another strike. You okay, Patrick? Finland! Oh my god, I love that gag so much.
There's one thing I am curious, though.
What?
Will we see a SpongeBob-fied gnome around here?
A spongified gnome.
So,
maybe
if dirt
while
was...
you're cleaning Squidward's house.
None that I could find up here.
Yeah, so if the dirt was dealt with, but our houses were all filthy again by the time we woke up, that could only mean one thing. We're off the hook! Yep.
I don't think so, given the imprint of a certain star being around. But then again, I've already deleted the evidence, so what am I going on about?
Well, come on. They have to give us some kind of explanation about what happened. Maybe one of the characters basically, like, threw this muck all over the place. The dirty bubble, Man Ray, Plankton.
Probably Plankton. I hope one of the levels we do is the chum bucket.
Oh, it
Actually,
has to be. Like, the chum bucket and the Krusty
it's been
Krab will
confirmed. Yes, and the Krusty Krab.
They're probably on the same level, aren't they?
Yep.
Yep. Hey, look, there are more buildings in the background.
Oh goody! That's all SpongeBob's house done. Now it's up to Squidward's.
It's a big one, because I already took care of Patrick's.
Yep. There we go. That's the bike clean.
And there's the back window from which Squidward orchestrated their breakup. Patrick, you are the dumbest idiot that has ever been my misfortune to know.
Do you really think that, SpongeBob?
Of course, Patrick. Anyone with eyes could see that. Patrick, what are you talking about?
Wow, Squidward, you're joking!
Yeesh! This is a big job. Well, good thing we saved this one for last. Yeah, at least there's going to be one perk. I'll be able to get more stuff for the Power Watchers at the end of this.
Oh, definitely. Until you realize that they're paying you in bubble money. Or maybe Mr. Krabs' wacky bucks. I don't know. What's the exchange rate on Bikini Bottom shellbacks compared to U.S. currency?
Yeah, 1 for 1 probably.
So a little better than Canada. Yeah.
Sorry.
I wonder if we'll be able to do the interior of the Krusty Krab. I feel like that would be interesting, like get the dining room, bathrooms, and especially the kitchen.
Wait, is shellbacks actually the currency of SpongeBob's world?
That's basically what they've come to be known as colloquially, because every single dollar is literally just has a seashell on it.
Oh.
It's basically like how American dollars are sometimes referred to as greenbacks.
Ah.
They were made off the back of the Incredible Hulk.
Squidward has a lawn chair up on his roof. That's so great.
Mm-hmm.
I am ugly and I'm proud! I'm ugly and I'm proud! Is that what he calls it?
Yeah, but all that time it was just a bad Sunday stinking up his breath.
I honestly don't know how he could not have come to that conclusion sooner. I mean...
Whoa, man, I know SpongeBob is the most pleasant to look at, but...
That's honestly one of the things that I just don't get. He basically wants to have a sundae for his Sunday breakfast, but he's out of ice cream. Why doesn't he just go out and get some more?
So that way the plot could happen naturally.
Yeah, it almost seems like he goes out of his way to try to make whatever that concoction was.
Kinda ruins Squidward's day again.
And the thing about it is, if you watch the scene, you get the sense that Gary was actually trying to prevent it. Like, he knew whatever this was, it was going to cause a disaster, and he wanted to stop it. I mean, ketchup, onions, and peanuts.
No, not just the peanuts. It was an ungrown peanut plant.
Exactly. A little texture never hurt.
And then Gary ran away, and SpongeBob didn't get the message.
Yep.
Not a good idea.
Barnacles, Patrick, what did you eat?
Some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza.
No, I mean just this morning.
Some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza.
And how about the guy in the movie theater? Excuse me, sir. I hope my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction to you. Not at all, boy.
What's wrong with you people? Afraid to look ugliness in the face? Well, here, look at it. It's ugly, isn't it? You look at it. You look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I want all of you to look at it. But there's no line at the snack bar.
And thus Patrick's evil plan came to fruition.
Exactly. I mean, I think on some level, I think we all know that deep down, Patrick kind of is evil.
SpongeBob, you can't always expect my usual brand of stupidity. I like to mix it up, keep you on your toes.
That gives credit for Patrick to be a lot smarter than he looks.
He really is, deep down.
That's funny. Okay, what all is still needed on... Yeah, there's still a spot on his on the brow of the house. Oh. Darn it.
Really? Still have the underside left? Damn.
And the hinge. Okay, hinge is done.
There we
There we
go. Now
go.
we're properly done.
How long did that take? Oh, only an hour. I think we got time for one more.
Definitely.
Dang, look at us go. Okay.
Hop on. When you're ready, naturally.
Barnacles be gone. Your angry little squirter is a wonder. Sandy's gonna see this. Sandy's got to see this thing. She's going to love it.
Ah. When do we get to do the tree dome?
Whee! And let's see. Oh! We're cleaning a bus.
A bus?
From Squidward.
Squidward?
Yep.
Is that the rock bottom bus?
The bus to... Yep. No, it's the bus to... anyways. Allow me to introduce myself. Squidward Tentacles, artist extraordinaire, virtuoso clarinetista, cultivator of taste and talent. Pleased to meet you. I'm looking for an itsy-wincy
I hope you don't mind me interrupting, but you're saying it wrong. It's not Squidward. It's Squidward.
Well, if he didn't say it, I would have.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm looking for an insy-wincy favor before you split down. God dang it, guys, you're making me all giggly. You see, the Bikini Bottom Gala night is held at Fancy this evening, and I plan to showcase some of my most accessible stand-up comedy. Oh, okay, he is actually doing comedy.
Squidward doing comedy. Well, I've never actually heard him say anything actually funny before, but who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
Squidward is the kind of cynic to where if he was doing commentary on on how many social things, kind of like George Carlin, he might be able to pull it off.
You know what they say, Linkzilla. The best comedy comes from misery, and I know all about that.
Oh, God. Anyways, I'll be warming up the audience with some one-liners to begin with, so I tried a few on the bus into town. But as I was getting into my flow state, the bus driver inexplicably let go with the wheel and covered his ears. I guess he must have developed some kind of rapid onset ear infection. Consequently, the bus careened straight off a cliff and down the incalculable distance into Crush County. Okay. Luckily, it soft landed in the sludge and survived the immense pressure and journey back, but we need to clean up so I can write it back in time for my set. If you can fit us in, I'll tell you my best joke. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to actually clean this thing, considering every single time you turn towards it, it's going to pull away.
Yeah. I get it! The rock bottom episode. Anyways, here we go.
Imagine if it actually acted like that.
Okay.
Oh god.
When we actually get to our destination, you guys need to search around and tell me if there's a public restroom.
Oh god.
What is this stuff anyway?
It's deep sea sludge and grime. Oh,
Can we
there's
go
the
in it?
public restroom.
Let's take a look.
It is a rock bottom.
Yep. Look, I can't even tell the bathrooms apart. The more things change.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is the bus stop.
Mmm, kelp nougat crunch.
The 90-degree angle.
Don't run for a bus. Especially one that's going up at a 90-degree angle.
Up. Let's get this thing all cleaned up.
You know, there's something weird about this right now. The fact
Oh.
that we can still see. I mean,
Yeah.
this isn't just supposed to be your average everyday darkness.
This is supposed to be advanced darkness. Oh, hang on. Okay, you're doing it. Terrific. Here's my best joke. What's gray, has 8 legs, 9 brains, and dies after mating? Oh, God. What? Hey. Just streaming. Oh, no. Wrong book. Hang on.
I was reading. Oh.
Well, that
Okay,
would...
Squidward, that actually lands.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know what I'm gonna do for my next comedy routine.
because that does remind me of Casual Geographic, because he basically says, like, it literally feels like God hates Squidward.
Yeah. Wait a minute, what book was that? Oh God.
Maybe it was...
Life Cycle of the Octopus? Is this someone's idea of a joke? Who gave me this?
Maybe it was written by Stephen Hillenburg.
All my love, mother!
Oh. But seriously, 9 brains?
Oh, that's gotta hurt if that's from his mom.
Yep. Squidward, why haven't you called me?
Yeah, by the way, if anyone heard that in the background, that was my sister. She just got home.
Well, I can say for certain that Squidward Brothers definitely plays Mortal Kombat. Yet you just delivered her son quite the fatality there.
Oh! Too bad the soundboard's out here. I'll be blaring that air horn.
Yep.
I would laugh if as soon as we're done with this, it actually just like moves to leave. We're just stuck here till the next one shows up.
Oh, tough luck, kid. That's the last one till morning. Like, how creepy would it be if, as you basically go through this episode, if you randomly look down the street, that weird anglerfish dude with a red light would just appear in the distance and just be watching you from afar?
Okay, oh, he found the book. How does a pirate ask another pirate what regional accent it has? I don't know. How? How are you? Oh, okay, I gotta admit, Squidward, that's a good one.
Yeah. I'll give it maybe a 6 out of 10. Are you?
Aha, here it is, my greatest joke. This is definitely it. Oh boy. Which ancient cephalopod demanded a seat at King Neptune's table? I don't know. Which one?
Calamari.
The Ammonites. Oh.
I get it.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
A roundabout way, but it finally
Hello,
got to the table.
Xandro, the single gamer. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
I get it. Yep, I get it.
Get it?
I give up. Oh, I thought that was a good one. Sorry, these things are... Sorry, there's only like one... This only allows one other person into these things.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going through the story mode.
You know, Squidward, I really just think that telling setup jokes like that just isn't really your style. What your style is basically just talking about how absurd life is. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he could fill a full half hour talking about the Krusty Krab alone.
Yep. Of course, at that rate, he's gonna also, like, risk his job.
Yep.
Oh! I used to take this bus to school every day. Okay, Patrick.
Patrick, school.
And every day I had to give it back. There it is!
Oh. Speaking of which, I wonder whatever happened to Jeffrey Jellyfish. I hope that he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, hero worship is unhealthy. Man, this job is really skint. They're paying you friggin' cents for most of these.
Yep.
I guess the conversion rate isn't as good as we thought.
Now there's just like a lot of little bits. There we go.
Hey, Spongebob,
Yes, Patrick.
where's leaving Bikini Bottom?
What do you mean by that?
I just saw the sign. You are now in leaving Bikini Bottom.
What? Patrick, I think we're on the wrong bus.
Alright, let's see what all is left. Ooh, that took a little bit. Okay, windscreen frame, inner wheels, wheel axles. Wow, there's still quite a bit.
The episode does have a pretty nice ending, all things considered. SpongeBob gets back home and lands just as the balloon pops, and then you see the bus go by with Patrick hanging out the window.
Don't worry, SpongeBob, I'm coming back for you.
Mm-hmm.
One of the few moments where it looks like Patrick is doing something noble.
SpongeBob.
There it is.
Okay. Wow. This ladder is all slippery.
It's the pressure.
Come on. There we go. Aha.
Man, watching you trying to get up there was time and a half.
Yep, whoop! There we go. Aha! Got it.
I think some of the problem here is that, like, the stylized design of all these things with all the heavy lines, you can't tell what's just a line and what's supposed to be dirt.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help that it's orange and all the things glow orange.
Yeah.
Not that one,
Imagine-
not that one. Not that
Imagine a
one.
level where you had to do all of Mrs. Puff's boating school.
Oh god. Not that. Oh, it's this one. There we go. Woo!
We did it!
Yay!
Man, look at that difference, huh?
Yep. I never thought I'd say this, but that looks as good as new, if not better. Thanks to you, the people of Bikini Bottom can get a real taste of what sophisticated humor and song would sound like. We'll hold you in on that. What's next? Okay. Okay, so it's just Mr. Krabs and the Chum Bucket being separate.
Ah.
Okay. Mr. Krabs, you know the only thing worse than eating chum, having it draped all over your business. And I don't know what's gone into that scoundrel Plankton, but he's gone too far this time. If this is another version so he can try to steal me Krabby Patty formula, then, like all his previous then, it's doomed to failure. I would say he doesn't have two brain cells to run together, but he don't have two of any cells to run together.
Ooh,
Please watch me, Krusty, grab down as quick as you can. Every chum-covered minute is $1 lost. And this will be the last one for today.
And while you're cleaning this lobster trap, keep a lookout for any piles of conspicuous white powder.
Will do. Oy!
Aw, we don't even get to go inside.
What are you doing? What are you doing washing down the Krusty Krab? You should be helping me, you incurable nitwit. Krab started by covering my chum bug with complex array of dirty circles. Okay, I was wrong. It is both of them.
Yes!
Alrighty, so while I've already pretty much covered up this side,
Yeah, I'll
I
take
say
care
we
of...
make this... Okay, I guess I'll take care
Yeah,
of this.
know what? Please, I'll pay you. Okay, here, I'll help you out. Okay.
I honestly expected this place to be covered in grease, like that Grease Wars episode.
I think this is a reference to Grease Wars.
Did somebody call a health inspector? Yummy buns, huh? That's clever. But you're not as clever as this, Crabs.
Clever what? It's nothing more than a burnt grease crumb.
Packed with flavor.
What is it, Mr. Krabs? It's a grease trap, Spongebob. A grease trap that can only be cleaned out by 2 volunteer employees at no extra pay. And at that point, Squidward literally just fades
Oh
out
my
of the frame.
freaking god!
Oh, the dumpster! The dumpster! Oh. Hey, Hoss, get over here!
Hey, let's come around back and look at the
I got it.
dumpster! No, look on the outside of it!
Alright.
Hey, Hoss, don't throw yourself away.
Fred was here.
Keep looking.
Nematodes are people too. Handsome Squidward, a seal. Ravioli, fun. The magic conch shell.
Oh my freaking...
Triangle and a square. There's an acorn. Duchess loves catfish. Crab coral for life.
Starfish rule.
Starfish rule.
Oh my god! Look at this!
The reference dumpster. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, and look at this! you should go back to the chum bucket to see if he... Yeah, let's go back to the chum bucket and see if he, if Mr. Krabs left a little message as well.
Good for you, Sheldon. Good for you.
Not that I've seen.
It's probably on the top. Uh...
But according to the story, Plankton did this in retaliation because Krabs started it. Quite frankly, I can believe that.
Yep. Well, at least they reference handsome Squidward.
I wonder if there'll be any dialogue because of which one we get done first.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I'm on the fist. There ain't anything.
Okay.
Crabs. I actually believe Plankton this time.
Yep.
Seriously, can't these two just get along and not fight like 2 little 5-year-olds?
Honestly, I think that at some point, Plankton just has to move on. Because at this point, it's just a matter of pride, but it's no longer worth it. You know,
No.
you realize how successful Plankton would be if he actually sold his inventions and his technology? It would literally make anything that Krabs is doing look like peanuts.
Yeah, but of course Plankton is a stubborn little, well, plankton.
Yep.
Oh, I found the barrier of the water.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Ew. That's what chum looks like? Gross.
Well, what exactly did you expect?
Could be worse.
Yeah, you could be bald and have a big nose.
Wah, wah, wah.
Will you cut that out?
Oh, shit.
You okay?
I'm fine.
All
I
right.
just fell. Still trying to clean up the fist. A little bit tricky, so they gotta get the top part
Yeah, no,
while
understandable.
being on the fist.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me.
So, Okay. So Mr. Crab thinks that by defacing my superior eatery, he would render me too busy to concoct an ingenious plan to steal secret formula.
Sheldon, don't.
Never in my wildest dreams did I think he was capable of such a foul deed. Uh-huh.
And
I thought it
Plot
was only
twist,
something a
Plankton
real low
actually
like
did it.
like myself would do. Oh, we got we have proof of confirmation in these texts.
Oh?
He admitted to doing it.
actually, technically, this isn't an admission.
Indeed, it
This
was
is
the
just
very
a sup-
next thing I did do. Uh-oh!
Krabs did start it.
And I think Plankton did take the formula. Or at least attempted to. Oh boy, Mr. Krabs is going to be pissed.
If I know Krabs, that's probably just a decoy. But I mean, the idea that Sheldon doesn't think that Krabs is actually gonna resort to doing something so low and underhanded, even to the
Sheldon?
point where, yeah, that's Plankton's first name.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that?
No! Like I said, I haven't seen SpongeBob in like years.
Next, you're telling me that you don't know that Krabs' first name is Eugene.
I think I did hear that, but never Sheldon. The only Sheldon I know is the horseshoe crab with the Splatoon series. And the one for Big Bang Theory.
Well, anyways, the point is that he thinks that Krabs wouldn't stoop to doing something so underhanded. This is a character who literally steals the secret ingredient for his secret formula so that he doesn't have to pay a delivery charge, and then has SpongeBob framed for it. He literally tried to frame SpongeBob for it.
Wow,
Oh,
Boss
wow.
of the Year.
And let's not forget that he literally sold SpongeBob's soul for pocket change.
Makes our bosses seem like frickin' saints compared to this guy.
I mean,
I wouldn't even work here. I wouldn't work here even if he paid me $1 million.
yep.
Bold
I mean,
of you to
seriously.
assume he would give away any amount of money like that.
Like, we could have filled up this entire segment just ranting about what an awful boss Mr. Krabs is. I mean, take the episode where Patrick wants to get an award, so he starts acting like SpongeBob. SpongeBob gets him a job at the Krusty Krab, where it's basically implied that Mr. Krabs actually makes his employees pay him to work there. And at $50 an hour, too. That's great. When I started working here, I had to pay Mr. Krabs $100 an hour. And then how about the episode where SpongeBob and Squidward go on strike because Mr. Krabs is basically losing a profit of 2 cents a month, so he literally starts charging them for literally doing their jobs. Every time I catch you boys goofing off, I'm gonna charge you for it. And the charges include standing, breathing, existing. Squidward is right to be pissed off in that episode. You're making me pay you to stand at the cash register?
And what about the one time that he pulled a really fast one on Patrick and SpongeBob? Didn't he told him to like paint his office and then say try not to get any paint on anything? And it turned out it's the kind of paint that washes off with saliva.
Honestly, truth be told, the two of them totally had that coming to them. Because, I mean, like, they were basically making a mess of the Krusty Krab, so that entire exercise could be viewed as an attempt to teach them something about responsibility. But he ends up basically getting his comeuppance in the end because he just can't stop laughing.
I'll have your rear ends cut off and mounted over me fireplace. Did you two get paint all over me first, Dollar? We're sorry, Mr. Krabs. And then did you draw on it with crayon? I thought, maybe he'd buy it. Alright, boys, you know what I'm gonna do now?
You mean our butts?
Can I use mine one last time?
Can I use mine one last time?
At that point, I'm pretty sure Patrick already did.
It must have. Yeah, I lied. This paint actually comes out with saliva.
Either way, jeez.
Though I gotta say, that episode starts out funny. Two ordinary Krabby Patties, but when thrown at the skill of a champ, they become
a one-way ticket to pain! What are you boys doing? You're wasting time, and if you's wasting time, you's wasting money, and that's just sick.
We're enacting a ritual to attract customers, and the only way the ritual can hurt is for us to get hurt.
What kind of burglehead told you about that?
Squidward goes back to reading his magazine. The only way the ritual can work is for us to get hurt.
You know, now that you think about it, it was definitely Squidward who started that one.
Probably, but let's just give it to him. In a modern day episode of SpongeBob, Squidward would have been disproportionately punished for all of that. Let's let him have this one.
Yeah, good idea. They just don't seem to make the episodes as well as they used to.
Yep.
So many details on this thing!
Yeah. I think that it's a bit much, the fact that they make you get behind the ropes, too. Seriously, how the heck did Plankton get the grime in there? Because the grime should have the same physics as the water.
Tiny!
Well, it's not
And
like
has robots.
It's not like he did this by hand, you know. If anything, I'm expecting that the chum bucket has some kind of gigantic catapult underneath the roof. It just the roof basically like lifts up and then catapult raises up, starts slinging mud and chum at crabs.
Either
Ew.
way... Ugh. Okay, where's the... I'll just work on this dumpster as well.
That's it. Your name tag is in the apple on Mr. Krabs' desk.
But he's probably thrown it away by now.
Then we'll look in the dumpster.
Barnacle head. Camp Coral for life. Ugh. Oh, Magic Conch, what must we do to finish off this PowerWash simulator stream? Nothing. The shell has spoken!
Is that like an attempt at drawing Squidward on the dumpster?
It's old, bold, and brash. You do get it, don't you?
More like belongs in the trash, yep.
Exactly. I actually think that that's probably one of my favorite SpongeBob one-time side characters. Monty P. Moneybanks is the best. He's just like that loud and boisterous, eccentric art collector that you just can't help but laugh at. I'm on a tour collecting art for my new museum.
And Squidward doesn't get his day in the sun.
Oh my god, the triangle, the square.
Yeah.
We're not talking about this. Or this. We're talking about this.
Yep. All the references.
Oh my god.
Hey, wait a second. Isn't that a reference to the one time, oh, hang on. Mr. Krabs, don't listen to Plankton. He's just gone and covered his own chum bucket and muck to try to look all innocent, so he has. Uh-huh. I think you must think I was spawned yesterday. Uh-huh.
Keep telling yourself that, Eugene.
Anyways, isn't this acorn thing a reference to the time Sandy was hibernating?
Most likely.
Yeah. There we go.
Of course, I think a better reference would have been Dirty Dan was here.
Yeah.
Although, you know what they should have? They should have, like, a sign somewhere that says, "Who you calling Pinhead?" Who you calling Pinhead? That's, like, one of the most random moments in all of SpongeBob, but it works so well because of the randomness. Who you calling Pinhead?
And what's in the dumpster? Ew!
Of course, it's a dumpster. Yeah, see if you can find a name tag in there.
Name tag.
Hey!
I don't see a name tag. I've heard dumpster diving, but this is ridiculous.
Should we be suspicious of all the red coloring in this dumpster?
That looks like rust and chum.
Let's... Oh.
Yeah, it's rust.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah,
So,
it's just rust.
you guys, like, have a favorite SpongeBob moment that you guys can recall?
Let's see.
When Keanu Reeves showed up in the movie.
I'm Sage. I'm also made of sage, and I am a sage.
I think there was one time where I think that SpongeBob proves King Neptune that he makes the better Krabby Patties, but
Neptune spatula.
yeah.
Yep, that's a good episode. The one thing that I just don't get is, like, why Neptune was such a prick in that episode. I mean, he literally shows up, he sees SpongeBob standing over the grease with the golden spatula, and for some reason he just can't believe that SpongeBob is the royal fry cook.
Because he's racist.
Wait a second, this isn't a jar of mayonnaise at all, is it?
It looks like one.
I thought that the textures were washing away to reveal that there was something else underneath.
No. Okay, let me just...
But yeah, that whole...
There we go.
The whole showdown at the Ultimate Cook-Off, that was really good. The animation on Neptune making the burgers was really entertaining. Meanwhile, SpongeBob is basically just struggling, taking his time just to get one. By the time the competition's over, Neptune is at 1 million, SpongeBob is just at 1, but quality over quantity.
Yeah, and apparently Neptune's burgers weren't all that good.
Exactly.
I especially like the little bit where SpongeBob like put little faces on the pickles and like pretty much tucks them into bed with a piece of lettuce and reads them the story.
I actually witnessed a coworker doing that at work the other day.
Even the story?
Well, they didn't have time for the story, but the stuff with the pickles that happened.
That is adorable. You should tell your coworker that. He thought that was adorable.
I'll pass it along.
Oh my god! You actually put the faces with the ketchup mustard and tucked it in with the leaf lettuce and everything?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god!
You're going to be a god and like it! Maybe we do have a problem. Wait, Neptune, I have another idea.
Oh man. Sorry about blasting out people's ears. Wow. That's gotta be the cutest thing I've heard about all week.
Yep, but I don't think that we can possibly go through a SpongeBob's live stream without talking about the one episode. The episode that a lot of people would probably agree, one of the, if not the best SpongeBob episode of all time. The one where the show definitively gave Squidward a win. Band Geeks.
Oh
yeah, that was also a great
one!
episode, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he
And
was trying to one-up his brother!
No, not his brother, his old college or high school rival. Squilliam Fancy Son.
Oh, yeah. And, of course, in the end, with some help from the others, he did it.
And I think that makes for a powerful ending, even if it is out of left field. The fact that the entirety of everyone at Bikini Bottom decided to basically just band together and do something genuinely nice for Squidward, even though SpongeBob's justification for it was complete nonsense. Like, Squidward literally has never really done anything for them, but they still collected together in order to actually do something that just really made his day, you know?
I know!
And, of course, that ending.
Oh, man.
Man.
Yeah, where Squilliam Fancy Sung has a heart attack and has to go to the hospital.
Yep. Carried away by 4 paramedic fish. What I find so interesting is the fact that this is done for the Bubble Bowl, as in, they're all put into a water dome that is literally lifted up to the surface underneath a football stadium with human beings in it. So, human beings on the surface are apparently aware of and acknowledge the existence of the Bikini Bottomites, and they're completely okay with these intelligent anthropomorphic fish hosting a halftime show?
Yeah. Oh, what's covered in dirt has one round leg and likes hopping a lot. I don't know what, Patrick. Because whatever it is, it just left. Huh?
Must be something to do with plankton.
Must be.
One round leg. What is... Oh, I saw something hopping over there. I was like, what is that? It's like, oh, it's chaos.
I plead the fifth.
You're just doing your job.
Yep.
The wind takes on. It's the thrill of one more kill, the last one to fall. We'll never sacrifice their will. Don't ever look back on the wind closing in. The only attack are the wings on the wind. Oh, the daydream begins. And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory.
Okay, where's the ladders? Ah, there they are.
It's ours for the taking. It's ours for the fight. Oh, man.
I can't do this side, dang it. Oh. Dang it.
I think you might need a scaffolding for the side.
Yep. Just gonna borrow this for a second, half.
No.
It still gets me. I swear the devs had fun with the sound on this thing.
You know how people have been using a lot more like of that AI fake voice technology?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only kind of AI I actually approve of. Anyways, go on.
Yeah. Well, think about like what if like someone like does a redo of that scene, but they specifically have the song actually be quote unquote voiced by SpongeBob.
The winner takes all. It's the thrill of one more kill, the last one to fall. We'll never sacrifice their will. And then you could just imagine him like doing that screaming voice that he does afterwards from that point on. But yeah, AI voice technology, gonna have to see about getting into that. Been seeing a lot of YouTube videos using an AI generated Tony Wedgwood voice that is just way too amusing.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, how the heck did he get in behind the ropes here?
That's what I was trying to tell you. They've been stuck up here for 3 days.
We told you wouldn't fit in.
They were stuck up there for 3 days. You know, that's actually kind of surprising because the episode literally gives no notice that Squidward even noticed their absence for like 3 days. Considering that he was on his way to work, he would have had to have noticed that SpongeBob just hadn't shown up. They've been stuck up here for 3 days.
Well, then I come up with that maybe they're just like a really long weekend.
Nah, they don't get weekends. The only day that the Krusty Krab closes is on Sunday.
Maybe it was just a really long Sunday.
Yeah, if I could snap my fingers and make any day off last for, 72 hours, I probably would.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Zed, doesn't anybody get any sleep around here? The twins have us going on a 36-hour day. It takes some time, but you'll eventually adjust to it after a few months. Either that or you'll have a nervous breakdown. 36-hour day. You know, I'm not gonna lie, if society could somehow adjust itself to that, I think that we'd all sort of be better off, because, like, I think that basically one of the most constraining things about it is that you gotta do a whole lot in such a short amount of time. Like, say we basically had 36-hour days, but we still had 7-day weeks. That would be chance to cram in opportunities to get more money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, even the
Oh
damn letters count.
Yep. Oh my god, the frickin'... He got to the frickin' back of the flags, too!
Jeez, Sheldon.
Well, you know what the problem is? You have the belt set to M for Mini when it should be set to W for Wumbo.
Patrick, I don't think that wumbo is a word.
Oh, come on. I Wumbo, you Wumbo, he, she, me, Wumbo, Wumbo, Wumboing,
I wonder if a fall from this height would be enough to kill me.
Wumbology? The basic study of Wumbo? It's first grade, Spongebob.
God, Patrick's line Squidward's line in there is just the best. I wonder if a fall from this height would be enough to kill me.
A Squidward action figure! Let me play with it! Fire pilot! Dive bomb! And then comes a giant fist!
Patrick, no! That's not an action figure. That's the real Squidward.
Ooh. Here comes a giant fist!
Oh, jeez. Patrick, you're a genius. Those dirt circles on the Chumpag are exactly the same as those left on our houses at Conch Street. Let's investigate. You can't go around being a big dirt-heaving hopper without someone seeing something.
I really do wonder what this is going to end up being.
Hey, by the sounds of it, it's a bit, while Plankton is responsible for what happened at the Krusty Krab, it wasn't him responsible for what happened to, nor either him or Eugene about who did this.
So you mean it's the chum bucket?
Yeah.
Well, still. Yeah, let's just say that Krabs is guilty anyway.
Yeah, screw the investigations, just playing Mr. Krabs.
Mm-hmm.
The more this guy gets to go on a rampage, the more money we get, so I don't see any problem with this.
Yep, and he'll have no choice but to pay us.
No! You'll never get a cent out of me! Never! I'd rather that worm come in here right now and eat you all alive! We should take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else!
Push!
Push! Push!
I cannot believe that the plan actually would have worked had Sandy and SpongeBob not gotten involved. That's not the worm. Pardon? That's not the worm. That's its tongue.
Oh! That's its tongue.
And the whole thing is the worm.
Run for your life!
That's such an interesting scene because SpongeBob is trying to warn her from the get-go, but she just doesn't want to hear it. She just walks right into the thing's mouth, and SpongeBob is watching the entire time. That's its tongue. The worms are so boring. What do you say we go... What do you say we go home? I've got ice cream with nuts. Sandy, it's your pappy speaking, and I forbid you to go after this worm. Y'all come back here, young lady. You ain't my pa. I love that. I forbid you to go after this worm. But Sandy, it was big and scary and pink, says Patrick's belly button, but I'm not afraid of that neither.
It's funny because she really does underestimate how big it is.
Exactly.
Well, this thing was a weather vane the whole time. I thought it was like some sort of like TV antenna.
Well, technically that's what a weather vane is.
Oh.
The
Yeah,
more
that's
you
what they-
know.
That's what they used to call them.
Weird. Oh, hey! Hey, Mr. Jellyfish!
I'll call you 12-y. Imagine if randomly you would see No Name flying around in the background. That'd be a nice Easter egg.
Which one is No Name again?
The blue one.
Ah, right.
A Krabby Patty with blue jelly. Blue jelly!
Also, I hope Mr. Krabs is going to be upset because I'm pretty sure I fully cleaned the chum bucket.
Yep.
Let me check. Let's see here. Chum bucket doors. Clean, clean, clean. Yeah, fully cleaned the chum bucket.
Woo! That means I won the race.
Yes, you did.
It ain't my wheelbarrow. It ain't my children's homework. Ding. Do I really have to say it? That poor fish.
He's gonna
What?
die a slow, painful death.
Yeah.
It ate his butt.
Oh, God.
He's just basically standing there bent over with a huge bite wound in his backside.
All things considered, given the size of the worm, that was an incredibly small bite.
Yeah, he just nibbled on him. Man, so many Spongebob jokes just have such... I think... they just land so well. Like in the episode where SpongeBob is once again trying to take his driving test, and I think is canonically the first time Mrs. Puff has ever gotten arrested for it, before it became a running theme with her. Let's see, like at the start of the episode where SpongeBob has gone off the course and is now just careening wildly through the streets, we cut to the two fish cops that are using their batons on something that is off camera, saying, "We're gonna straighten you out! This'll fix you!" And then the camera pans out to reveal that they were actually trying to straighten out a bent parking meter. And they're literally straightening it out with each hit. Okay, let's get that one. Because the one right next to it is bent up too. And then SpongeBob drives by. Whoa, did you see that? Yeah, that guy had no front license plate. Let's get him!
Well, at least they're doing their job.
Yep. And then afterwards, when they catch up to the two of them after they've crashed, wait, you can't arrest him. He's just a student driver. We're not arresting him. But I don't belong here. Yeah, I don't belong here either. Yeah, I'm innocent. Please let me go. I belong here. I love that. I belong here. That's so... I belong here. Hey, Puff Mama, what's tonight's grub? Hi, Donna, it's chili. Same as always. So what's for dinner tonight, Puff Mama? Chili?
She's become a frequent visitor there, hasn't she?
Basically, at this point.
A real danged if you do, damned if you don't, because she's under law. She's under law to accept any fish that comes in, as long as they pass legal sanity. And SpongeBob, despite all his flaws, is still considered sane by the standards of the show.
In fact, that's actually like one of the jokes that the episode opens up on. She's in the car with SpongeBob screaming her head off, "Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong?" Then it flashes back. With the opening of my new boating school, I promise that as long as a student is willing to learn, I shall never give up. Hi, I'm SpongeBob SquarePants. Ah! Patrick, she's forgotten what it's like to be on the outside, to not be in prison. Although I think that I might have actually messed that up. That's the episode where she's arrested because of, like, SpongeBob's reckless driving, but it's not the first episode where she's gone to jail for it. That would be Hall Monitor! That episode is so good.
SpongeBob, I see him
Where is he, Patrick?
at the intersection of Conch and Coral.
That's where I am. He's right on top of me, but I can't see him. What's he doing?
He's just standing there, menacingly. Go there, SpongeBob! Yeah! That's his maniac shriek. He's going to attack. He's acting all crazy. Run! Quick! I'm behind that street sign. Wait! I'm behind that building! Wait! He's behind that building! Wait! Get behind that street sign! No, wait! The maniac just went behind that sign! Get out of the street light! Oh no! He's there too! Run for your life!
Yeah, little did they know, it was SpongeBob the whole time.
It was SpongeBob all along.
SpongeBob was the maniac.
Say again, Deputy?
The maniac's in the mailbox!
But yeah, she went to jail at the end of the episode. Wait a minute, Patrick. I'm the maniac. We'll take that as confession. SpongeBob SquarePants, I cannot tell you how disappointed I am with you. I leave you alone for one measly afternoon and you destroy half the city. You know this guy? Of course I do. I'm the one who gave him the uniform in the first place. He's my responsibility. Uh-oh. Well, to be fair, if she had kept her big mouth shut, SpongeBob would have been in jail instead of her. Though
Yep.
she only got 6 months. It's not really all that bad.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure that the main thing with SpongeBob not being able to pass his driving test is because he's basically, like, taking the course, which he only basically is able to do, like, I don't know, once a week. He literally, like, has to wait a week every single time he fails before he can come back and do it again. Trust me, I know, that's how it works. But at this point, he should have at least a learner's permit, like, so he can actually practice in, like, a real car out on real roads. And I basically have been saying that for years, and then I find out they actually do an episode where he does, in fact, get a learner's permit. Heck, there's even an episode where Mr. Krabs tries to teach him how to drive.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And I take it did not end well.
Of course it didn't, because the show literally doesn't want to give up on the idea that this joke will always continue to land. It's like, they will never allow SpongeBob to get his license just so that they can keep making jokes like this.
All right.
Just like how they'll never let Peter Parker be happy in the comics.
Exactly.
Okay, there's still some roof planks that need a little TLC, and I have a feeling it's the ones in the front.
$1,200.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see about getting this ladder. There we go.
I swear, this thing will never make up its mind on what officially is too dirty and what is under dirty.
Exactly. I mean, basically it seems like it just snaps to way too quickly on some, but then one small piece has this infinitesimal speck of dirt, and it's like, nope, not good enough.
Yep.
Okay, it's these backwards.
Alrighty. Entered side post.
You know what I think would be kind of funny as a little Easter egg? If, like, the front windows of the Krusty Krab had a crude drawing of Squidward on it with the words loser printed underneath it, because that's what happened in the pilot episode.
Would make sense.
Permission to come aboard, Captain. I've been training my whole life for the day that I could join the Krusty Crew, and now I'm ready. That random voice change. I've been training my whole life for the day that I could join the Krusty Crew.
Alrighty, now to look for the last plank. I think I've done really good this time.
Yep.
I think I got most of the stuff cleaned on my own.
Oh, yeah, because I had to deal with all these dang wood planks.
And you're
There
still
it
not there.
is.
There we go.
Most of my problem was that most of the stuff was like behind the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I guess you could say that this level really kept you on the ropes, didn't it?
Yeah. Sweet mother of pearl, you'd saved the day so you have, and just in time for opening hour. I'll pay you straight away, so don't you worry about money. I've already taken out Squidward's wages. So you haven't been seeing me cooking, have you? Young Spongebob's gone missing, and these patties aren't going to flip themselves. Uh-oh.
Don't mention Mother of Pearl crabs. We all know what you did with her body.
What?
You guys haven't seen that video?
Nope, and the next one is going to be the patty wagon, but I think since we've been at this for a couple hours already, we should call it quits here and save the rest for yeah, we're already
Next
halfway
time.
done.
Yeah.
Yee.
Man,
Yep.
that paddy wagon level is gonna make me hungry.
Oh yeah, in fact, it made me hungry, and I got a burrito waiting for me. Anyways, I'd like to thank my fellow fish chaos for helping me out with all these jobs.
No problem. Glad to have been of assistance.
Yep, and I'd also like to thank Linkzilla for all the SpongeBob memories.
Yep, always glad to basically just be here and reminisce with friends, you know?
Yeah, I'd like to. Yep. And remember, the only real magic you have is your imagination. And the giggles! I'm gonna be all giggly all afternoon.
And don't you guys worry about being crazy. You're not crazy, you're just eccentric.
Oh, yeah. Right, Chaos?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Bye, everyone!